Hey guys, welcome back to the Hot Tea channel where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. In today's video, we are covering the Ace family's wedding, Jeff Wittek being a drug addict, a brief Will and Jada update, the Kardashians getting fully booed by a crowd of people, Avril Lavigne snatching up some Tana Mongeau flavored sloppy seconds, and some Trisha news. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any news. You can also head over to the Hot Tea Twitter account where you can follow us and send us any tea or topics that you would like to hear covered. This includes any deep dive or hot tea history. There is a lot to get into, so grab a snack and let's spill some tea. After weeks of us all on the edge of our seats awaiting the news, the gender reveal party for Trisha Paytas and Moses Hacmons' baby happened and revealed that they are in fact having a little girl.
3, 2, 1.
Trisha has said for a while now that she felt in her soul that they were having a boy, and at the start of the reveal video posted, Moses and Trisha even offer their predictions in a clip that is dedicated to their future child.
Hi, it's your mom and dad, and we think you're a boy. What do you think? You think it's a boy?
Like, let the man speak, Trisha. Damn.
Whoever you are, you have been very easy, so thank you.
I love that she's saying that it's been such an easy pregnancy when she's only 17 weeks. But I mean, she has also been calling all her regular food choices pregnancy cravings, so whatever. As if the planet needed any more garbage flying through the air, Moses and Trisha chose the confetti style of reveal. This is complete speculation, but does she seem like disappointed a little bit?
You guys knew it. Oh, I'm so excited to have a girl.
I mean, she is probably just overwhelmed or whatever. There is a lot of people in her face. I get it, but the laugh and smiles just seem kind of fake. But who even really knows with Trisha? According to a live stream that she did this week, Trisha and Moses already knew the sex of the baby, but she did do a poll during the stream and it was pretty split down the middle. But I mean, of course it was. It's literally a 50-50 thing. Trisha mentions a lot about these wives' tales that she heard that pointed it to being a boy, so I guess that's why she really thought that she was having a boy. But most wives' tales are false, of course, and this was just another example of one of those times. She says that announcing the sex is almost as exciting as announcing the pregnancy itself, and she shows us a little bump date. She does recognize the fact that she does not really have a bump as of yet, but is just doing bump dates just to do them, I guess. Trisha is on a super positive kick and it shows, which is great, and she's pregnant and she should be keeping a positive mindset.
And it's really one of those things where like nothing else matters. Nothing matters. Like if people don't like you, who cares? If the internet doesn't like you, who cares? Like nothing, literally nothing matters. And I know everything will always be okay.
I can't help but worry though, as what goes up must come down, and it isn't unlike Trisha to flip very drastically when it comes to her moods. So I just hope that she can get it together and focus on staying more level instead of super duper everything is great happy, as that could lead to a crash in emotions. And we were all waiting for this as well, and we all basically knew that this was coming, but Trisha has changed her vlog channel over to the Paytas Hacmon family channel, which will be a vlog channel which follows the lives of all three of them. They kickstarted this by posting a day in the life of Moses a few days ago. Whether they will be filming the baby as much as other family channels do, we can't say yet, but if I had to venture a guess, I would probably bet that they will. Most of us know that family channels are usually trash, and while kids might seem like they're having fun, being constantly filmed and their lives always being documented can't be too healthy in the long run. But all we can do is wait and see, and again, we do wish Trisha the best for the remainder of her pregnancy, and of course, the birthday of the little babes. And speaking of family channels, the Ace family has announced that the tickets for their upcoming event, Ace Fest, are finally on sale and you can get yours now. Except you can't because it looks like it might be sold out already. It seems that both the VIP pass and the club pass for the event are completely sold out already, even though they only went on sale this Saturday. The VIP pass, which sold for $4.99, acted as 5 tickets and ensured that you got to meet and greet the family. $4.99 might seem like a lot, but the ticket value was actually $1,500, so it's a steal, you guys. The club passes went for $299, valued at $900. But not to worry, if your money is burning a hole in your pocket and you need to scratch the itch of handing it over to the Ace family for some reason, they have released some exclusive merch inspired by the Ace Fest. I think the main inspiration is the sky-high pricing, considering the hoodies are like $60, but who am I to say? The Ace Fest is going to be held in Austin's hometown of Palmville, CA on July 9th. In the Ace family's most recent video, they not only announced the tickets and merch sale, but they also announced the official date of their wedding.
So our official wedding date is going to be September 9th, 2022.
You want to tell why you picked that? Or is it personal to you? It's personal.
Yeah, I feel like right now it's just too much for this video.
Yeah.
The rest of their video takes us along with them vlog style to a couple wedding venue options that they're considering. Of course, they don't mention the names of these venues, but they're all full of greenery and waterfalls. One of them even has a Ferris wheel. Catherine mentions that she's hoping to keep the guest list around 150 people, but she predicts that Austin will push that number a little bit higher. Before they even get through the rest of the venue viewing, Austin pretty much just does that.
So you know what I'm thinking? This place is so big that we could probably try and have our entire Ace family with us. Like 20 to 40,000 people here.
What? That would be insane.
Catherine counteracts that idea by throwing in her own idea, which seems to quickly toss her 150 guest headcount out the window.
I thought of something, and like tell me if this is a good idea or not in the comments, okay? What if we did our wedding at the Dodgers Stadium? How many people does it fit?
I want to say 60 to 80,000.
We have you guys all there in the seats, and we just throw this big wedding.
She says that they could throw this huge ceremony and live stream it for all of their fans, and Austin seems on board with this. He boasts that they are always coming up with the craziest stuff. Oh my god, wow.
Whenever we come up with shit like this, like, it's scary because we end up figuring it out and we end up just doing whatever comes to our mind, which is crazy to think about.
Catherine wonders if there's any way to have the event for free. Austin doesn't seem like super into that idea exactly, but they say we'll get back to you on this. Ugh. I can't imagine that Austin would want to do this event for free, and I actually can't imagine that Catherine would either, so if you happen to be gripping the edge of your seat waiting for that, I wouldn't. Wrapping up their video, they explained that they just feel that they want their fans and viewers at their wedding because they've been with them through everything, and to have the wedding without them would just be strange. I mean, would it really though? We will keep an eye out on the updates for this for you guys, and with the wedding being set for September 9th of this year, I presume that they will be needing to get a move on, as wedding planning does take a while. I reckon that they will be posting plenty of videos on the process though. Now let's move on to talk about Jeff Wittek recently discovering that he has a drug addiction. Seems that Jeff recently had a little bit of a seizure and went to get it checked out, and during his checkup, the doctor told him that he's been prescribed opiates 10 times in the past year, which is clearly a lot. Jeff has had 9 surgeries thus far on his damaged eye, so of course they've been giving him something for the pain. The doctor was obviously very concerned about this and made the decision to cut Jeff off from his supply, immediately calling his pharmacist and canceling any further prescriptions and access to Ambien.
You took my one drug that helped me in life. So my seizure, I should have just kept it quiet. That's why people hide their illnesses, you know?
Poor Jeff. Luckily, we are living in a time where a lot is legal and super accessible, especially down in California, so maybe hit up some of those spots to help with the sleep, Jeff.
I was in there like a heroin addict that couldn't get their shit. I was like, you don't understand, lady. I got mental health issues. But she said, no, you're a drug addict.
Moving on to a very quick Will and Jada update, as this has been a topic that has literally dominated the internet headlines for so long at this point, and I don't think that we are getting anything necessarily new on the situation, but I did want to just mention a couple of things really quickly. Following that now infamous slap, Will has been issued his punishment from the academy, and this will include a 10-year ban, which Will has said he basically completely respects and understands. Because of the nature of the situation, people are obviously obsessed and are diving really deep into the relationship of Will and Jada. They have been super public with their relationship for quite some time now, so it isn't hard to find clips with them having interactions that are now being picked apart. Two recent ones that are being heavily discussed include a red table talk where people are suggesting that Jada did not want to marry Will, and another is a super awkward moment between the two of them at home where Will very clearly does not want to be filmed, but Jada continues anyway. In the red table talk video, they talk with Jada's mother about their wedding day, and while the narrative is being spun that Jada didn't want to marry Will, and of course that then gets twisted into her not wanting to be with him, that wasn't exactly what she said. It's debatable if those are her true feelings, but of course none of us except Jada can ever really know that. But in that video, what is exactly said is that she didn't want that wedding and she didn't want to be married. Some might accuse me of splitting hairs here, and I totally understand that, and I also see what everyone is talking about when they say that she is manipulative and cruel to him. I totally get it. But if we're going to talk about these things, we gotta get it right when we refer to the evidence. She says that she didn't want to be a married person and that the wedding was horrible, and yes, you might say that by proxy she didn't want to marry Will, but I just don't think that that was the message there. A lot of people just don't want the married life but are more than happy to have a lifetime partner. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's discuss your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, this would be hurtful to hear from your other half, especially if you yourself enjoyed the wedding and wanted to be married and all that, but Jada just didn't want to be married. I don't think that that statement trickled down into her not wanting to be with him though. But in the other video that is circulating and causing a little bit of a ruckus is one where Jada films Will in their home and he clearly does not want to be filmed. She continues on anyway and actually even plugs her show before the video ends. A huge line crossed there and a massive betrayal of boundaries that Will even attempts to stand by, but Jada just plows through. It's not cool at all, and you can really see the hurt in Will's eyes. Again, I feel for him a lot on the situation, and even though the slap was of course something that shouldn't have happened, I believe that it's opened like 1,500 cans of worms now, and it has people really looking at Will's marriage under a microscope, even more than they were before. Hopefully he can take the time off to do some self-reflection and make the right decision for himself. And in some fresh Kardashian news, the girls showed up to a Jimmy Kimmel show and were completely pulverized by hate from a nearby crowd.
Oh, shame on you! Who are you people? Oh, shame on you! Shame on you!
They were met with nothing but boos and negativity from people waiting there.
Shame on you! You guys are ridiculous! Pathetic! Who the fuck do you think you are?
Can anyone make out what that lady is yelling? It's like something going on in the world, something Kardashians? People are always mad at something, but people are always so mad at the Kardashians. So it's not surprising at all that they were booed so heavily that day, especially with that recent comment that Kim made that went over like a lead balloon. But I'm sure that they're going to be just fine, boos or not. And speaking of just fine, Tana's ex Modsun recently popped the question to Avril Lavigne, who accepted. If you don't remember, Tana dated Modsun around the same time that she dated Bella Thorne, and they had like a whole little thing going on. That was a while back, like 2 years ago or so. And both Tana and Modsun have very much moved on since. So it's a little icky to just refer to him as her ex when he has built a career on his own. But it's also hilarious to call him her ex because it's Tana. I don't know, it's just funny. Modsun even released a song about Tana after their breakup, and I remember in one of her story times, she was talking about a night when she went out to dinner in LA with a group of friends, and that song had just been released. She was sitting at her table, and then she realized that Modsun arrived with his own group of people and got a different table, and she said that at that table was the girl that he said she, quote, did not have to worry about. That girl, I believe, was Avril. Avril is a legend in her own right, and her and Modsun have clearly been happy together for a while, so we we are happy for them too. He popped the question in Paris and slipped a huge heart-shaped diamond on her finger. I'm sure Tana is taking the news just fine. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, as we do post new videos every single day. And for now, let's share some eye bleach.